said, welcome back, Shinkai-san. I'm right here in front of you. The chair, the leg was broken, so I couldn't have a seat. So this is your second trip back to India, but
一つにして、そしてその上でこう楽しいエンターテインメント映画を作りたいと思ったんですね。ですから、スズメをもう見たという観客の方、メディアの方がこの映画を少しでも楽しんでくれたのであればとても嬉しいです。
But these are the 2 points of inspiration. But most of all, I wanted to tell a story that brings joy, that brings happiness. So I think we have a few friends from the media here. If you were able to see Suzume and see hope and joy and happiness out of it, it would make me very happy.
明日のねプレミアでも観客に楽しんでもらえるとすごく嬉しいですけどね。それを思ってます。
Mr. Bijli spoke a lot about the efforts that they've made about bringing this movie here. So if we can have people happy, leaving the theaters happy, it'll mean a lot to me. And I'll be happy to know that PVR got that out of this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, the moment.
Say in English.
I basically asked him for the other artists who are wanting to make movies like Sir, what kind of advice would he give for the artists? 特にどうやって早く描けますか？
わかりました。どうやって早く描けるかどうかはもうひたすらね数を重ねていくしかないんじゃないかなと思いますけれども。
I wish I had an easy answer, but you just have to get on with it. You just have to work on it a lot to get speed.
でも今日とても幸せだなと思うのはインドで漫画を描いているインドの漫画家の方に直接会うことができたのは僕は人生で初めてです。とても嬉しいです。
But I have to say, I don't think I'll forget you. It's the first time in my life to meet an Indian manga artist here in India. That's an amazing feeling for me. I'm very happy.
何かアドバイスできるとしたらきっと今とてもまだお若いと思うんですけど今の若い時の、気持ち例えば焦りであったりとかまだ思うような作品が書けないようなもどかしさや焦りというその感情をずっと覚えていてほしいと思うんですね。もっと上手くなりたいもっと早く書きたいというその気持ちが多分、自分を前に進めてくれると思います。
But if I had to give you advice, I wouldn't give you technical advice. I'll tell you what works. You will never forget this feeling that you have right now. You asked a wonderful question. You said, how do I do it faster? So always remember this version of yourself. You're young, you're full of hope, you want to get things done, you want to get things done in a hurry. It's a wonderful quality to have. So I hope you never lose it. All the best.
ありがとう。
Thank you. We have a question for Mr. Bijli right at the back.
A response to the film. And I have incredible expectations of this one also come 21st of February.
At the same time, one more question from my side. India, हमारे देश में बहुत सारी ऐसी बातें हैं, ऐसी पौराणिक चीज़ें हैं, कथाएं हैं जो जापान की भी हिस्ट्री बहुत अच्छी है, उनका भी संस्कृति बहुत रिच है. क्या यहाँ की कोई कहानी इन्हें पसंद आई है? क्या वो सोचना चाहेंगे यहाँ की किसी कहानी को फिल्म में तब्दील करने का?
そうですね僕たちはたくさんの伝統行事のようなものをインドからもらっていると思います。例えば、僕たちは、お盆という習慣があって、夏に、先祖の霊が自分たちの家に帰ってくるというお盆という習慣があるんですけどそれは仏教から来ていますので、インドと、そういうマインドを共有していると思います。
I think your question is really interesting because rather than thinking of it as Japanese culture or Indian stories, what I find is that we have a lot of much more commonality than we imagine. For example, in Japan you have something called Obon, and in India you have something called Pitrapaksh, which is exactly the same. That we think once a year our ancestors are going to come back, we need to welcome them, we need to appease them and send them back. And how beautiful it is that through Hinduism, through Buddhism, it has traveled to Japan, but we all feel the same way about our ancestors.
Arigato.
Arigato. Thank you.
Thank you.
One sec before you, sir. One sec.
はい、わかりました。自分が小さな頃とおっしゃって最初に思い浮かんだのはドラえもんです。ドラえもんのテレビシリーズではなく長編シリーズがあるんですよね。劇場のアニメーションになったりする夏休みのひと夏の冒険をするような物語がとても好きで、その漫画をよく読んでいました。
Thank you for the question. Yes, so Doraemon, somebody had mentioned that name. So you have the serialized version on TV, but you also have a longer version. And there was one about his adventures in the summertime. I used to love that one a lot.
自分の人生を変えたようなアニメーションでいうと、自分が12歳の時ですかね、中学1年生ぐらいの時に見た、宮崎駿監督の天空の城ラピュタ、キャッスル・イン・ザ・スカイというアニメーションです。初めて自分のお金で映画館に行って世の中にこんなに面白いものがあるんだと衝撃を受けました。それが自分がアニメーションに惹かれる最初のきっかけだったかもしれないですね。
And if you ask about the one movie that changed my life in animation, it is of course Miyazaki Hayao Castle in the Sky. I was a young boy, a school boy. I paid money myself to go watch the movie, and I was blown away. I was like, this can be a way of life. This can be a way of art. It opened a new door in my mind.
大人になってから見て衝撃を受けたアニメーションというのはいくつかありますが、比較的最近でもないんですが、比較的大人になってからの作品でいうと「アナと雪の女王」ですかね、フローズン、ハリウッドピクサーのアニメーションにとても大きな衝撃を受けました。
And as a grown-up, I'm proud to say that I was blown away by Pixar's Frozen. I really liked that one.
例えばこうプリンセス、そうですね、そのプリンセスが王様に救われるという話ではない、とてもその現代的なメッセージが映画の中にありましたし、それがかつ、前編こうギャグが挟まれていて、本当にこうエンターテインメントとして笑えるものになっていた、その語り方のその巧みさ、ストーリーを観客の心に届けるそのうまさにとても衝撃を受けました。
And the reason why I liked it so much is because of the craft of the storytelling in that movie. You don't have a typical princess gets saved sort of a script there. It's a very modern interpretation of what a princess is supposed to be, but at the same time it's very entertaining. It is not didactic, it has a lot of jokes. It really pulls you in as a story. So I think in terms of the techniques, the craft of storytelling, I think Frozen did a great job. I really liked it.
Memory in your school, kindergarten?
はい、鋭いですね、いくつかの理由があるんですが、一つは僕自身の子供時代の思い出です。確かにおっしゃる通りです。
I think you're a smart one. You got that out. Yes. So the first one is yes, it's a childhood memory. I'm amazed that you guessed that.
僕が子供の頃、自分の父親が僕に椅子を作ってくれたんですね。本当にこの椅子のようなシンプルな板を組み合わせただけの椅子でした。でもそれがとても嬉しかった。
So when I was a young boy, my father made a chair for me. It was a very simple chair, nothing too complicated, but it gave me so much happiness to know that it's my chair.
その時に思ったのは自分の部屋をもらったような気持ちになったんです。あるいは自分の家を自分のお家をもらったような気持ちになりました。椅子というのは小さな子供にとって自分の最初の居場所だと思うんですよね。ですから、スズメの思い出のアイテムとして椅子がふさわしいなというふうに考えました。
So for a small child like me, for me to get my own chair, it was like having my own room, having my own house. Because it is mine. It's the one thing that's only mine. And I wanted to keep that feeling intact somewhere. So that's why when I had to think of Suzume, I gave her a little chair that she could hold close to her heart.
そしてこの椅子を3本足にした理由は、この映画全体のメッセージのシンボルとして、この椅子を3本足にしたかったんです。それは、何かスズメの欠けた心のメタファーになると思ったんですね。スズメというのは災害にあって、何かね大きな喪失を抱えています。でもその喪失を抱えたままでも強く生きていくことができる3本足の椅子を力強く走らせて活躍させることは、そういうメッセージになるというふうに考えました。
And the reason why it has 3 legs is because I think all of us have 3 legs in one way. Suzume, she's gone through a lot, she's feeling a lot. She's not complete, it's not perfect, but even without a perfect life, you can run happily on 3 legs, you can do a lot, you can do enough. That's the message of the film, and I hope I was able to convey it through this 3-legged fellow.
Thank you for asking. Thank you.
Your next one, just one.
A little bit about Suzume from the man himself.
Thank you. インスピレーションがそうですね、この映画のインスピレーションは2つあります。
So I have 2 key points of inspiration for this movie.
1つ目のインスピレーションは日本で12年前に起きた東日本大震災というね、とても巨大な地震です。
So the first, you must have heard about it. 12 years ago, we had a massive earthquake and tsunami in the northeast coast of Japan. A lot of people know that as the Tohoku earthquake.
そうですね、東北で地震が起きて、巨大な地震が起きた後、津波がやってきて沿岸の町を流し去ってしまいました。その後、福島の原発が、メルトダウンして、多くの人が東北に住むことができなくなりました。
So it had a lot of significance. Just imagine, one day you wake up, a giant earthquake happens, then a tsunami follows and it wipes out everything along the coast. The next thing you know, the nuclear reactors have a meltdown. your way of life as you knew it, it's just wiped out. One day and everything's gone.
まあその時にやっぱり自分がこう実感したのは、僕たちの日常生活というのはある日突然途切れてしまうんだ、終わってしまうんだということです。いつ日常が終わるかわからない世界に住んでいるのであれば、まあそこから希望をつかむような映画を作りたいとその時に思うようになりました。
So what that brought home to me was that, what we know as our everyday existence, it doesn't take much to wipe it away. It can be gone anytime. But I didn't want to make a story that just ended with that. I wanted to say that there's always hope, there's always a day ahead.
まあそれが一つ目のインスピレーション。二つ目のインスピレーションは、まあ日本で現在少しずつ増えている、まあ廃墟についてです。
So that was my first point of inspiration. The second was abandoned buildings, ghost towns, abandoned communities. You see a lot of that in Japan now.
まあインドはね、とても人口が多い国で若い世代もとても多いですよね。でも、日本や他の多くの国は今人口減少が起きています。少子高齢化が起きていて、人が住まなくなった街がだんだん増えています。
So India, you have a vibrant economy, you have a lot of young people, you can feel the country thriving. But in a lot of other countries you see, as there's more and more aging of the population, what used to be thriving communities are now dying.
あるいは自然災害も増えていますよね。日本は地震がありますが、他の国も、気候危機による自然災害はとても多いと思いますし、そうですね、まあ、そんなふうに人口減少や自然災害によって、日本では、廃墟が人の住まない場所が増えているんですよね。そういう廃墟をめぐる物語を作りたいと思いました。それが2つ目のインスピレーションです。
And there's other reasons for this as well. Sometimes you have earthquake-prone areas and people can't live there anymore. Or there are natural disasters that happen that change people's lives. So there are many factors. But what happens is that you get all these abandoned buildings, abandoned homes. And I wanted to weave a story around that.
まあ、このまずは、この場を催してくださったピークガールの皆さんと、わざわざ、ね、ここまで来てくださったメディアの皆さんに心よりお礼申し上げます。
Thank you, Mansi. Before I say anything, Ajay, thanks for having us. Everybody who took time out today, it really means a lot. Thank you for coming.
僕がインドに初めて来たのは、3年前、天気のこと映画を作った時でした。
So, to answer your question, yes, my first visit to India was 3 years ago. Weathering with you brought me here first.
あの時、パンチョーリ君というね、インド人の高校生の男の子が、新海の映画をインドで見たいと署名を集めてくれて、そこが何万も署名が集まったことで、インドに行くことが実現しました。
I'll never forget that name, Pancholi. Young kid, amazing passion. He started a signature campaign, and I did not even know there'd be so much momentum. And the next thing I knew, it brought me to India. I was in Delhi that time.
デリーに行った時に本当に驚きました。これほどインドにたくさんのアニメーションの観客がいるということを僕は知らなかったんですね。
So I really need to thank him. I didn't know that there were so many people who loved my movies or who loved animation until I reached Delhi. That was such an eye-opening experience.
そしてそのインドの観客の若さとその熱意に、とても感動しました。
And I'll never forget the amount of energy those young people had. It was amazing.
ですね、日本で、観客の前に立つよりも、日本の観客よりも、アメリカの観客よりも、他のアジアのどの観客よりもインドの観客は熱心でした。
So I have to tell you what I love about Indian audiences. I've been to the US, I've been to Japan, I've gone all across Asia. Nobody shows the passion that our Indian fans show. It is amazing.
日本でねステージに立ってもみんながこう拍手で迎えてくれるだけなんですけど、インドでステージに立った時にはまるで自分がロックバンドのアーティストになったようにシュプレヒコールをみんな上げてくれて、あるいは僕の靴にタッチしてくださって、本当にそのことに驚きましたし感動しました。
So I have to tell you, I really have India to thank for this. When I'm in Japan, everyone's so well behaved. I get on the stage, they clap politely, it ends with that. I come to India, I feel like a rock star. Yeah? Thanks for clapping. The people coming and touching my feet to be made to feel like a guru, it's next level. Thank you guys, really.
はい、その時以来、インドは僕にとってとても特別な国になりました。
So that was my first time, and I have to say this. If I had to say it in one word, India is very, very special to me, and thank you all for making it so.
ですから次の映画ができたらまたインドに行きたいとずっと思っていて、その間パンデミックがありましたけれども、パンデミックがなんとか僕たちは乗り越えて、こんな風に同じ場所に一緒に顔を合わせることができて、今日はとても幸せです。
all of us across the globe, we've been through a very tough 3 years. But isn't it amazing? We've gone through a once-in-a-century pandemic, and here we are today. I brought my film and I brought it to my beloved India. And I'm looking forward to it. There will be another film. I'll get to come to India again. It's going to be a great life.
So, thank you for coming. Thank you.
Lovely, everyone.
Complete without the music and dance. So just tell us the process of music, in case if you have a dance also.
そうですね、そのスズメの中にはダンスシーンはないので、インドの観客に楽しんでもらえるか、ちょっとそこが不安でもありますね。
Thanks a lot. Now you got me worried that I don't have a dance scene in the Hindi version. How's it going to work?
ただまあ音楽に関してはこの映画作りの初期の段階からとても深いレベルで、音楽の作曲家、ラッドインプスというロックバンドと、コラボレーションしています。
But I'm glad you asked about the music, because I know music is such an integral part of Indian movies. And I had a long collaboration with a rock band called Radwimps. We have worked on a lot of works together, and right from the beginning they have worked very, very closely on Suzume with me.
脚本を書き終わった直後に、まず最初に書き終えた脚本を、ラッドインプスにロックバンドに送るんですね。で、彼らがその脚本を読んで映画の感想を歌の形で返してきてくれました。
And I'll tell you a very interesting story. Once I'm done with the script, the first people that I share the script with is Radwimps. And they give me feedback. And they don't give me feedback in terms of like emails or anything. They send it back in form of music. So they interpret my script into their music and they send it back.
そうですね、その歌はですから映画で使う曲じゃないんですね。まだ映画の映像ができていませんから、感想を音楽として送ってきてくれて、でその歌のタイトルが「玉木」というタイトルだったんですね。スズメではなくて、スズメを育てているおばさんの名前がタイトルでした。
So an interesting story about what happened in Suzume is that once I send them the script, they send back songs. That song is not featured in the film. Imagine, the storyboard isn't even put together. They just sent out a song, and the song was titled Tamaki. Now the movie is about Suzume, but the song that they sent back was not about Suzume, the main character. It was about the lady who's worked hard to raise her as a single mother, Tamaki.
そうですね、その玉木は主役ではないのに、でもとても大事なキャラクターなんだというのが、その歌を聴いて僕は気づいたんですね。その歌の歌詞は、あなたが嫌いだったという言葉から始まるんですけれども、やっぱり孤児となった災害孤児となってしまったスズメを引き取って、一人のシングルマザーが、ね、そのスズメを育てるにはとてもいろんな気持ちの葛藤があったんだなということを、その歌によって僕は気づくことができたんですね。
So I have been focusing on Suzume because she's the main character. But what was beautiful in the feedback in the song that they sent was that they looked at things from the point of view of this aunt who took in a small child who's been orphaned by an earthquake. And the title of the song begins by saying that I used to hate you at one time. And then it goes, the entire song revolves around how she grew into taking care of this young child, what all happened to herself in order to become a mother to a young child.
その歌を聴くことによって
Alright, give you mine for now. Give you.
How sweet, thank you. Konnichiwa, how are you?
Konnichiwa.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I've been to Japan, and one of the most beautiful experiences of my family life is Japan. So thank you for treating my family very beautifully.
Thank you.
Thank you. Here my question is, हिंदी में पूछो चलेगा ना? हाँ. यहाँ मैं जानना चाहती हूँ, यहाँ पे शिनचान बहुत चलता है, यहाँ पे डोरेमोन बहुत चलता है. ऐसे में सुजुमे क्या नया रंग लेकर आएगा, और क्या ये सारे एज ग्रुप के लिए है?
そうですね、受け入れられればいいなというふうに願ってはいます。日本で、今アニメーションはとても人気なんですけど、アニメーションにも、2つの種類があります。
अगर सारे generations में सबको पसंद आए तो इच्छा तो यही है कि ऐसा होगा. I can only hope that a lot of people across many generations like it. So when you speak about animation, there are a lot of subgenres to it.
一つは先ほどおっしゃったドラえもんやクレヨンしんちゃん、あるいは PVR が扱っているような、呪術廻戦とかそういう IP のものですよね。漫画原作の IP もの、それがすごく今日本のみならず世界中で人気です。
So I'm sure everybody here knows as well, but just for reference, you have of course Doraemon and Shin-chan that you mentioned, and then what Mr. Bisley mentioned that you have, IP-based like manga-based animes that PVR is curating very successfully. So you have these two categories to begin with.
ただスズメはそのような IP ではなくてオリジナルのアニメーションです。どちらかといえばスタジオジブリ作品、宮崎駿監督がずっとやってきたような映画のための、物語がスズメです。ですから、こういうその映画オリジナルのものがインドで成功するのかどうか僕は確信がないんですが、それはもう本当にこう PVR にお任せするしかないなと、逆にスズメは成功しそうかどうか逆に僕は聞いてみたいですね。
So it is actually the question should be better directed to Mr. Bisley, but I cannot say because Suzume is something that is completely different. It is not the Doraemon-based children's cartoon. It is also not IP-based, manga-based cartoon. It is an original story. It's a narrative. It is a filmmaking based, but it's made on the animation platform. So I think how it works really, I'll wait to hear from PVR.
Yeah, how do you think, BG-san?
I think I have incredible expectations, and as I said, like the last few months have exceeded our expectations. Not just in terms of box office numbers. Clearly, this mic is working better, but also in terms of the videos that I've seen, of fans and patrons while they've been watching anime films. I mean, our sites across the country, from small towns also, like Kota and Allahabad, have actually taken videos of people screaming and shouting when the movies start, and I'm absolutely